In today's video, I'm going to be giving you guys a trade breakdown with the ICT JUDAS swing strategy. So without wasting any time, let's jump right into it. For the time zones that we'd want to have marked out or with an indicator like I have here, we'd want to mark out for the New York time 12 to 5 a.m. So as you guys can see, my time zone is in the New York time zone. So that would be from 12 a.m. to 5 a.m. Same thing with London time. So this is Eastern time and this is the London time. London time zone, we'd want to mark out 4 a.m. to 9 a.m. So this ICT JUDAS swing strategy works in a 5-hour time period, as you can see. So let me walk you through the steps for this strategy. First step is to identify the market's directional bias. Is the market bullish or bearish? Step number 2, we'd want to drop down to the 15-minute liquidity and we're going to want to mark out our buy side and our sell side. So in other words, we're going to want to mark out our high and our low of our Asian session. Another thing we're going to want to have for this strategy is an Asian range indicator like I have by Nico 948. This Asian range indicator is going to help us mark out our Asian highs and our Asian lows, which we're going to need for this strategy. Third step is to drop down to our 3-minute time frame. When we drop down to our 3-minute, we're going to want to anticipate a breakout of either the buy side or the sell side liquidity. So in other words, either the Asian highs or the Asian lows need to get taken out. Step number 4, we're going to wait for a market structure shift to the downside in this specific example. So after we've had a breakout of our Asian highs, we're going to want a market structure shift to the downside. After we've had our market structure shift to the downside, we're going to want to place our order block at the fair value gap that was formed from our market structure shift. And for the 6th and final step, we're going to want to place our take profit at the opposing liquidity. So without further ado, let me show you guys how I would break down this trade. Now, before I continue with the video, if you guys want to get funded anywhere from 5 to 6 figures in trading capital completely guaranteed in the space of a few hours, be sure to click the first link in the description, which will lead you to my Telegram where me and my team will guide you in the swift funding procedure. If you didn't know, the failure rate for passing a prop firm challenge is over 90%. Instead of wasting money and failing multiple challenges one after the other, we can pass your challenge, get you funded 5 or 6 figures the same day, and to top it off, you only pay after we pass it for you. So there's absolutely no risk from your end. Be sure to take this opportunity and drop me a message on Telegram before the slots get taken up. This is a limited time offer that you do not want to miss out on. And for those of you who want to take this opportunity to a whole other level, I have a unique trading algorithm that isn't only tailored to pass your prop firm challenges, but also goes on to generate you anywhere from 4 to 12% a month. Now, I know that's a bold claim to make, but with many of my clients passing challenges and consistently receiving payouts, I could only imagine what a fantastic opportunity this is for you. If you're interested in joining, once again, message the word ready to the second link in the description below. Now let's continue with the video. So as you guys can see here, I'm on the 4-hour. Price is clearly bearish. We have a lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, and so on. So we're going to want to drop down to our 15-minute and we're going to want to focus on this specific area right here. So as you guys can see here, this is our Asian range. We can see our high is right here and our low is right here. So we're going to mark this out just to make it clear. This is our high right here. If I just mark that out, liquidity top, this is our high and this is our low. So in other words, this is our buy side and this here that I've just marked out is our sell side liquidity. So now we're going to want to drop down to our 3-minute and see which side gets taken out first. Most likely it's going to be the buy side. So I'm going to play price out. As you guys can see, buy side just got taken out. Buy side liquidity has just been swept. Now, because buy side has been swept, we're now going to wait for a market structure shift to the downside where price will retrace back and will enter off our initial market structure shift. So our trade will look something like this. Price will play out and then we're going to have a market structure shift to the downside. We'll mark it out like so. This will be our fair value gap. Price will retrace back to our fair value gap before continuing to the downside. So if I play price out a little bit more, we're going to wait for a market structure shift. As you guys can see here, we've had a very clear market structure shift. Why is this a market structure shift? Because we have formed a huge displacement. Over here, I wouldn't classify these as market structure shifts because there wasn't too much momentum. Over here, this is a very clear market structure shift. Of course, in the small time frame, price was initially bullish here, but in our higher time frame and the time frame that we'd want to focus on, price was initially bearish, printing lower highs and lower lows. So over here, we're going to mark out our market structure shift like so, just so that we don't get mixed up. There is our market structure shift. Now, the displacement that caused our market structure shift, or in other words, our fair value gap, is right here. So we're going to mark this out with an order block tool like so, from the tip of the first candle to the tip of the third candle like so. So this is going to be our area of interest. In other words, our entry point. And the way I would set this trade up, I would put our entry right here with our stop loss at this recent high right here, as price is unlikely to go all the way back up over here. And our take profit, as I mentioned earlier, would be all the way down here at our opposing liquidity, or at our Asian lows. So we're going to wait for price to play out even more. We're going to drop down to the 1 minute just so we can see much clearer. We're going to play price out. We've just tapped into our order block. This specific setup would give us a 1 to 3. So let's have a look what price is going to do. Straight to the downside towards our opposing liquidity. So you can see here, price went straight down to our opposing liquidity, giving us a 1 to 3 risk to reward, just about a 1 to 4 risk to reward. So just to give you guys a quick recap, price was initially bearish on our 4 hour. So in our higher time frame, price was bearish. After we drop down to our 15 minute, we go to our Asian range where we mark out our high and our low. What got taken out first? Our buy side got taken out first. Price consolidated for a little while, and then we got our market structure shift. After we got our market structure shift, price would trace back to our order block before continuing to the downside towards our opposing liquidity. So I hope this quick video gave you guys a clear understanding of the ICT Judas swing strategy. Once again guys, if you want to get funded anywhere from 5 to 6 figures in just a few hours, completely guaranteed, click the first link below. If you want to step it up and automate your whole funding and payout process, be sure to click the second link below and message the word ready to get on board my program. Slots are limited for both programs, so be sure to take the opportunity while it's there. If you enjoyed this video, once again, be sure to like, comment and subscribe for more valuable content.